I know one gentleman in the tech sector, very well paid, and he invests. He does a lot of DIY and a lot in tech companies. I said, I understand you're not making a big mistake, but are you aware that if you lose your job because there's a downturn in tech and then you need your money to survive your investments to, let's say, make it, now those investments are down as well when you needed it the most. So, should you not consider lowering your exposure to tech because already your human capital is so dependent on tech? So, that's
That's the typical mistake. People invest in what they know, right? They don't diversify from their own industry, which is always a risk.
it can be a good thing. Companies issue RSUs because employees who own stock tend to stick around longer, tend to, if I remember correctly, tend to have higher output of productivity, and they're less likely to sell. At a downturn, it's like because they're so emotionally attached to that company. On the other hand, for that worker, they're also assuming a risk as well. They may not sell when they probably should. They also may not sell when they probably shouldn't. They're kept in the game longer. With some people, is because they know their economy, they feel part of their economy, and they have a pride in their economy. There's a reason why we see McDonald's has a Canadian, maple leaf in it. There's a reason why there's all these brands and companies that talk about made in Canada or Canadian beef or Canadian sourced materials, etc. It's because we have an attachment to our country. So that also extends to investments, and that may keep us more, invested when there's a downturn, when we think we should be selling. It's up to an advisor to help a client understand, present an objective viewpoint on a asset, and let them know the pros and cons and help them make a decision.
Yeah, I think that's good analysis.
Ah,
I'm very impressed.